Since my Baba born me on this life, since I start to follow up election issues, since I know Peter Obi, I never see where they drag am like the way they drag am today online. Baba, the insult wey Peter Obi don collect today, e go last am for like 6 months and 2 weeks. Now, you know, normally Peter Obi is loved, but since after this election, the more Tinubu show us shaking, the more we dey love am. E come be like say dey grow more fan base since after the election, and I know why. There are some tribal sentiment wey dem don whip down. Now, 1,411 people now follow Tinubu go UAE, Dubai. Nigeria is the third highest number of delegates in that Dubai. The only country wey pass us na UAE itself and Brazil. We and China, we carry the same amount of people go. China has 7 times of our population. So China is 7 Nigeria together, which means we have times 7 the number of China if we calculate by population. Now, everybody have been quarreling. Tokema Kiwana cast this thing. She go show video when she did the COP28 summit. Now, Peter Obi lent his voice to the issue. He analyzed the number of poor people we get and the number of poor people we China get. Not forget, China is times 7 of us. But the poor people we get, plenty pass all the poor people we dey China. He calculates the budget of China and how much China will spend on an individual. If you divide the budget by everybody wey dey China, how much will be for one person? Then he calculate Nigeria budget and how much will be for one person. So he questioned why Nigeria has the same amount of people in Dubai as China. Meanwhile, we not get any contribution to that movement. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Now, what is surprised me is that many people were blasting Peter Obi. Somebody says it's outrightly dull to be talking like that, but that's fine. Let me first and foremost show you the tweet. Then I will show you the response of people. Then let's talk. In a twist of sad irony, let me congratulate the giants of Africa, Nigeria, for matching the great China with the same number of contingents at the ongoing COP28 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Nigeria's contingent to COP28 totaled 1,411, the same number as the Chinese contingent. While China's budget for 2024 is about $4 trillion, about $2,860 per head, Nigeria's budget is about $33 billion, about $165 per head. China has a high Human Development Index, HDI, with a ranking of 79 out of 191 countries measured. And Nigeria has a low HDI with a ranking of 163 out of 191 countries measured. Nigeria has more people living in multi-dimensional poverty than China, despite China having 7 times our population. Most importantly, the vast majority of those in the Nigerian delegation to COP28 are either non-relevant civil servants or relations, friends and hangers-on of high government officials. Most of them hardly understand or have anything to do with climate change. This huge contingent is out at public expense at a time when most Nigerians can hardly afford food and basic needs as a result of economic hardship. I pray earnestly that a day will come soon enough when we can focus on competing with China on productivity and the miracle of migrating the highest number of its citizens out of poverty over a relatively short time, as we have kept emphasizing. We must stop waste as a tradition of our government and nation. We urgently need to cut the cost of governance and invest in production. We need to de-emphasize unnecessary ceremony and showmanship as a mode of government behavior. We need to tie spending to necessity and national priority. A new Nigeria is possible. We only need to do the reasonable and the necessary. Peter Obi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have read the whole tweet of Peter Obi. There's nowhere Peter Obi said that federal government financially sponsored these people. What he was complaining about is why we like to go for balling ceremonies more than uplifting our people out of poverty. Now, let me show you the response of the same people that Peter Obi is fighting for that they should remove from poverty. Watch. On Goldmine page on Instagram, Bumola777 commented, this guy is very, very dull. Even if you want to play opposition, you first tell your research team to investigate and give you the facts, not based on communique on online comments. Yemi George said, Obi is a mumu man. This is how we cry for 8 years and more. Kaniak 18 said, Peter Obi will explain tire. Obi is a boy. Wake up from your defeat. Now, let's talk. Who is actually really dull here? Because Obi did not tell you that the federal government sponsored these people. Although the federal government sponsored them. Once you get visa through the means of somebody, that person is your sponsor. And there's no way you will invite somebody to another country where you don't spend money. Even if that 10K, you go spend money. Even if that just the visa processing, because those people got their visas through the federal government. Dubai not give Nigerians visa again. The reason why those people got their visas is because they were on the list of delegates by the federal government. UN released the list. If you see names, so they the list. Very unimportant people. Even the SIV did. Very unnecessary people. Now, one thing is of a fact, federal government sponsored some financially. We don't know how many, because the senior assistant to President Tinubu on media and publicity, he actually said there is not everybody that the federal government sponsored, which means they sponsored some. The rumors when they sound say about 600. So we don't know the exact figure. But whether you sponsor 600 or you sponsor some, did you sponsor people? This money that you use to sponsor those people, they are Nigerians' money. If you say it's not everybody, you owe it to us. Tell us how many people you sponsored. Because now our money and now with the taxpayers, now we get the whole year. So tell it to us how many people you sponsored. You don't sponsor everybody, Abi. You sponsor some. Tell us. But they're going to ignore us because we're not going to see. And later, when they want campaign, they go show transparency. So we actually is the transparency we're talking about. The government is not transparent. Now that's a sign. Some people say, how we got believe say federal government actually sponsor 1,411 people. My brother, I believe. Go and check the budget. Federal government that can budget 2.something billion to renovate the House of President, Vice President in less than 6 months is budgeting 15 billion to build new one, can sponsor 1,400 people. They are using the amount they are budgeting to take care of ex-presidents and their vice. People will not come out. 30.8 billion. They can sponsor 1,400 people. How much should it take? 10 million times 1,400 people. Now what for you? 10 million times 10 is 100 million. Times 100 is 1 billion. Times 1,000 is 10 billion. With 14.1 billion to sponsor everybody. So yes, I can actually believe it. These are the issues. So when Nigeria ask questions, some people could insult each other. So we not get right to ask the government question again. Fellow citizens could insult fellow citizens for asking the government for accountability. Whether you like the president or not, we have to hold him. May he shake. The way some of them are bet and so now go suffer too. When everybody say Peter Obi go cry for the next 8 years, who really they cry? I never heard Peter Obi say my children could not go to school because no money to buy food. He's a billionaire. For life, he will have money. He has houses in London. He has houses. Sorry. He said Nigeria house there. He has businesses in the UK. He has businesses in Nigeria. He has businesses in other countries. He's okay. For life, it's a bit of a broke go find money to buy food. So who actually they cry? May we give ourselves brain. We won't question government. Some of us go to defend the government too. May we give ourselves brain. Those of them when they defend the government, I'm sure that they enjoy from the government too. You don't like the person because your brother or is your friend or is employing one of your uncle or son. You don't like the person for no reason and defend them to mismanage your funds. It does not make sense.